How you doing? What's up, people? All right, here we go. We're going to learn a lot about each other through me tonight. So I want to start with the facts. I stare. I stare hard, I stare blatantly, and I stare frequently. That's not what I call it. I don't say that I stare. What I say is I'm a people watcher. I'm a people watcher. That's what people who stare say when they have a college education. People watcher. Sounds like something you can do when you read a book. Such a people watcher. I don't read books though, so I just people watch while I stare. The other day was beautiful out, right? So I went out, and I don't live exactly in Philadelphia. I live right outside of Philadelphia, but I went into the city because it was such a nice day out, and I went to hang out at the Rittenhouse Square Park. Just, something to get out and do, be around the energy of humans, right? And I started watching this puppet show. There was people doing a puppet show out there. And it was one of those puppet shows where people they have their hand up and they're doing a puppet show back and forth. And I was just standing there obsessed with this puppet show, and I watched it for like an hour. I could not take my eyes off this puppet show. And I hated it. I hated this puppet show with everything inside of me. And here's why I hated it. I hated it because I was a little bit jealous of it. No, scratch that. I was completely jealous of it. And here's why, right? Because they're performance artists like me. I'm a performance artist. This is what I do, right? But for them, they never have to see the faces they're disappointed. I was so jealous because it was a horrible puppet show. And I don't even normally say that about other performance art, but it was so bad, I could see his fucking elbow. It's gotta be at least the first rule of puppetry. So I was just out feeling good about my day around the park, and there were people performing, and I saw a mime, which is cool because I love mimes, but that got sad and weird. Because this mime suffocated to death in broad daylight and nobody did anything to help. And I felt bad, because I totally would have did something to help, but I had a hard time seeing what was going on from the angle that I was choking him from. The puppet show made me so angry I needed a release. I feel like I know stuff, I don't really know anything, but I feel like I know stuff because I'm 30, so I feel like I get the world now. So what I think is that, as a person, what you gotta do is you gotta find out what kind of person you are in life, be okay with that, and just hone that skill, right? Because the better you get at that, the easier decisions are gonna be, the happier you're gonna be, the less frustrated you're gonna be with life. I recently figured out what type of person I am, and I feel better about life. Here we go, you ready? You wanna know what type of person I am? Here's the type of person I am. I am a worse person. Okay, some of you in there might be a worse person and not even know it. Here's how you do the test, right? You ever been sitting around and you think to yourself, I could be a better person? And then you just keep being you? But at that moment, you chose to be a worse person, and that's what I am all the time. I am a worse person. Here's the thing, I could be a better person, but I don't want to. I don't want to. And I totally have the capacity to. I have the time, I'm a comedian, I don't do shit during the day, right? I love to dedicate myself to stuff, right? But I'm not going to, and here's why. You ever meet a better person? They're always tired. I do not want that in my life. I need my energy. A volleyball game might break out. I need to be ready. I'm a worse person. I'm just a worse person. But please do not confuse that with me saying that I'm a bad person. I am not a bad person, even though I do not give a fuck about kittens. Okay? And listen, I'm not saying that I hate kittens. What I'm saying is that I don't like kittens, okay? And I'm just a guy who's indifferent towards kittens. There's no platform for a got it just being different towards kittens. And I get it, right? If you dress a kitten up in a tuxedo and put a little top hat on them, that is adorable. But if you wrap a kitten in duct tape, that is hilarious. All right, so worst people over there, right? That was totally unnecessary extra laugh. This table not allowed to begin with, though. You not allowed to begin with? So we're all worst people? Is that what I just heard? That laughter? We all agree? We're all worst people? Here's how I know that I have a problem, okay? I have a college degree, no money, and I'm perfectly okay with it. Here's why. I grew up poor. I feel like I'm a professional at it. I've been poor my whole life. And I don't blame other people either. Like when they told us we were in a recession, I was like, yeah, that's what we're trying to tell you. But why I don't have a problem with this is because I know how to make sacrifices. I know how to make sacrifices when times get tough, because sometimes times get tough, you might have to do something like pay for stuff and all change. Right? But people don't like that. People don't like to pay for stuff and all change. You have fired out when I said that? Because the idea of paying for stuff and all change makes people feel poor. But paying for stuff and all change doesn't make me feel poor. It makes me feel like a pirate. Here's your money, baby. $3.15 in silver coin. And some compliments, mostly compliments. That was really helpful. I'm sorry. I had to go by two. That was a big ass bag of pennies, wasn't it? My name is Sidney Gantt. Thank you for your time.